This week,
the choir's latest concert,
students share their appreciation for staff,
learning about cultures with a sweet twist,
and asking students tricky riddles, all here on the MWHS Wildcat News. Welcome back, Wildcats, to our final broadcast of third semester. I'm Caitlin Reynolds.
And I'm Caden Roth. This past Tuesday, the choir had their third performance of the year in the auditorium. Brenna Batchelder and I were there and talked with them to get their thoughts on how they did. Tuesday, March 15th, Millard West Choir held their third concert of the year. The three choirs worked together to put on a performance that was under an hour in length after spending a whole semester rehearsing for the night.
Well, every day we have rehearsal, mainly for first block. Of course, it's switching between band, orchestra, and choir, and so a lot of our music was spent learned in the second half, and we did some other stuff in the first half, but we had only 3 pieces, but we were preparing them one note, one rhythm at a time, and usually one voice part at a time.
Along with putting on a great performance, this concert also featured more student work as senior Luke Hudick conducted a song for the Voce Choir.
I signed up with Mr. B, and so I was just sort of a co-assistant director for a semester, and so I picked out a song from our music library called Pie Jesu. It was in Latin, and basically like every other day for the first part of the semester, and then just about every day near closer to the concert, I taught the freshmen by standing up in the front, going over each specific voice part, giving them tips on dynamics and what they should do with their voices, and then putting it all together for the concert.
With the variety of songs, the students were able to explore different types of music. By doing so, the choirs were able to expose these songs to the audience.
My favorite song was At the Round Earth's Imagined Corners because Jamie directed it, and he was very passionate when he was directing it. It's very loud, and it kind of sounds like we're trumpets singing.
With the success of their third concert, the choir is starting to prepare for their final semester. This has been Brenna Batchelder and Caden Roth for the MWHS Wildcat News.
The teachers in this building work very hard year-round to provide a positive learning environment for every student. Brenna Batchelder and Annabelle Harshberger asked a few students to share how their teachers have gone above and beyond for them.
I appreciate Mr. Catron because he makes class enjoyable and challenges us to look past maybe what in other classes we consider like the boundary. He challenges us to go past it and keep exploring further.
I appreciate my teachers because they actually connect with me and talk about my life and relate all my learning to it, so it's a lot easier to understand.
Miss English, she was my healthy living teacher, and she was my favorite because she was very nice and she always let us work, and she was very helpful.
I appreciate Mr. Hull because he makes class fun and laid back and enjoyable.
I appreciate Miss Megan McEnany because she puts all of her heart into AP Seminar and is doing a really great job leading it for us this year because it's the first year.
So I appreciate Mrs. Watson because I would say government itself is not very interesting, but she knows how to make it very interesting and have a really fun time in class and engage her students.
I appreciate Miss Donnelly because she can actually take a joke, and she's funny, she's chill, and she makes school fun, and she's very kind and caring.
I appreciate Dr. Kelderman because I missed 3 weeks of school with COVID and then being in the hospital, so he's using his plan period to reteach me basically the entire semester so that I don't fail.
One of the teachers that I have a lot of appreciation for is definitely Mr. Hilburn, who is the journalism teacher. He is my QT teacher, and he just is always there to kind of just have fun with all the kids, and it honestly makes QT just one of the best parts of the week.
A teacher that we appreciate is Dr. Rips.
Yep, we love her.
She's literally the coolest teacher ever.
She's so smart and she's so nice.
And she's just so kind, and she tries to get hip with the times.
A teacher that I really appreciate is Miss Donnelly. She's always been a very kind person to me. I appreciate teachers in general because they kind of just take time out of their day to make our days better.
Next Tuesday, seniors and freshmen have no school while juniors are taking the ACT and sophomores are taking the pre-ACT.
In AP Human Geography, students are learning about the impact cultures have on the world through the use of different candy bars. Quinn Burton and Sophia Condello bring you the rest of the sweet details.
Attempting to say, okay, this group might be different than me, however, we can still have conversation, we can still work.
On Thursday, March 10th, Mrs. McEnany's AP Human Geography class engaged in candy culture, an interactive activity that allowed students to explore their creative side and gain a better understanding of their culture unit.
I think culture is a tough subject. To really do culture justice, I would have to spend months teaching different cultures and cultural understanding and why different people behave the way that they do. And so we use this as a big overview as to conversational styles.
Students got to learn about interacting with other cultures through a fun and rewarding activity that got them thinking about how to treat others.
For the candy culture activity, we were assigned different pieces of candy, and based on that we had to follow these certain societal norms that we did, based on how we'd greet each other.
Thanks to this activity, students were able to gain a hands-on experience which was different compared to their typical regimen.
I think being able to get up and actually talk to other people was pretty fun, because typically we just sit in our seats the whole class, and it gets kind of repetitive and boring, so it was a nice change of pace for once. I had to make constant eye contact with someone, and if they weren't looking at me, I had to yell at them to look at me and be just really loud and obnoxious in general.
As these students finish up their 4th block class, they leave with a memorable experience. This has been Sophia Condello and Quinn Burton for the MWHS Wildcat News.
Spring sports are finally here. This weekend, baseball has a doubleheader against Lincoln Southwest and Northeast. Boys and girls soccer face off against Lincoln Southwest, and track has an invite at College of St. Mary. We'll have more coverage on these events next week.
With our last story, Christian Adjokaitis and Alex Van Gerben go around asking people to answer some clever riddles.
Oh my Atlanta. Are you the guy that got utterly flamed last week for being an alien?
I was unaware that I had fans, but this week, you guys are going to get completely roasted by these questions. Can I ask you an important question?
Sure.
What month has 28 days?
October, I think.
October?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it does, correct. But do you know another month that has 28 days?
February?
February, yep, that does. Do you know what else?
Nope.
Nope. The right answer is all of them have 28 days.
Okay.
Okay. If you're in a race and you pass the person in second, what place are you in?
No, you're in second place.
You're in second place?
Yeah.
You almost said first. Why'd you almost say first, though?
Because I'm tired and It's a logic problem, so you would think if you pass the person in the same place, you'd be in first place, but no, you'd still be in second place.
Correct, yeah, that's mathematical terms. What's your guess?
I don't have a guess.
Oh, me neither. How many bananas can you eat if your stomach is empty? What's your guess?
4?
What's your guess?
4.
That's wrong. Well, no, that one's wrong. What's your guess?
3.5.
Don't know where you're getting the half. What's your answer?
5.
5? Nope. What's yours?
7.
Well, all wrong, actually. It's 1. Because once you eat the 1, then your stomach is not empty.
Is there more grass in the world or strands of hair?
Let's say grass.
Why's that?
Because grass.
Can I ask you a quick question? Yeah. What do you think the body's largest organ is?
Skin.
Skin, that's right. Good work.
Why can't you take a picture of a man with a wooden leg?
I have no clue.
Man, give it a guess or something.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't have anything on your mind?
I don't know.
Well, the answer is actually you can't take a picture with a wooden leg.
I don't get it.
Okay. Hey, excuse me.
Hello.
Do you mind if I ask you a riddle real quick?
Go right for it.
All right. What is something that ends a video?
Probably an outro. Speaking of outro, this is it. Have a great day, Wildcats.
That's all we have for this week. Be sure to pick up a copy of the latest edition of the Catalyst newspaper at the newsstands located around the building. And check out our website and social media pages for more content.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Caden Roth
and Caitlin Reynolds. We'll see you next semester, Wildcats.